I have some absolutely tragic and shocking and confusing breaking news for you. We were just about to leave the office, but then I saw this on TV just developing, so I have very little details for you, but I just thought I'd jump on and give you an update that just a couple days after the devastating DC Reagan National Airport collision between a commercial plane and a Black Hawk helicopter that's still, of course, being investigated, and dozens of casualties. There's been another plane crash. This one being described as a small plane in Philly. Just very, of course, heartbreaking and tragic, but then confusing given the timing of this and how rare this is normally. So here's the video. Again, all this developing right now. And when we come back in tomorrow for tomorrow's show, I'll obviously have much more information. But here you can see someone's house, camera just going right into the ground. A massive explosion. It is just horrific. And then this is what it looks like. Complete chaos. And apparently houses are on fire. And let me just sort of show you, without the sound here, someone walking through and getting a shot of the aftermath of this in Philly, northern Philadelphia. Here's some more. I don't think the audio should be on with this, but you can see, again, no information yet other than a small plane crashing into a Philadelphia neighborhood, and so far casualties, as you might be able to expect, are reported, but more than that we don't have.
When you think about what just happened in Washington, D.C., and a mid-air collision, and a lot of people saying, wait, what in the world is going on? Fred Teesey, former pilot, aviation attorney, joins us now on the phone. And Fred, you've flown this airport many times. What can you just tell us about the type of aircrafts that fly in and out of Northeast Philly Airport?
Yeah, so no problem. Thanks for having me on, guys. So I actually used to be based in Northeast Philly Airport years ago when I first came back from New York. My airplane was up at Northeast Philly Airport, so I've flown in and out there countless times. It's an interesting airport. The biggest runway there, it kind of goes up. It runs from like almost parallel to the boulevard up kind of around Red Lion Road. And there's the first thing I can say about Northeast Philly Airport is that it's surrounded by the urban part of Philadelphia. So it's not like Millville, where you take off and the whole world's a kind of an off-field landing strip. So, Northeast Philly is, I don't want to say dicey, but if you're a single-engine airplane and you lose your engine in Northeast Philly, you're descending. The question is, where are you going to descend?
Right, and that makes it so much more dangerous because of the location of this airport and what can happen, which is what we're looking at right now.
Right, it is what we're looking at right now. It's really hard to tell what's going on. I've seen some of those ring cameras. I saw one on your Instagram account, and so that air, whatever it was moving at a high rate of speed.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you make of the angle, the what appears to be a nosedive or what have you? What can cause a plane to fall out of the sky like that?
Okay, well, a number of things. And so I don't have any problem with speculating, but before I do that, the first thing you want to look at is the weather. And so right now, right before I came on with you guys, I looked at the weather at Northeast Philadelphia. It's what they call 700 overcast, which means it's that when you take off, once you get up 700 feet above the ground, you are in the clouds. The other thing that caught my attention is that in aviation.
Okay, some more details there, but we're just going to have to let it develop to really understand what is known. That's the details as of when I'm recording this. Every moment, more information going to come out. But I just thought that you might want to hear about this. And it is so heartbreaking and, again, confusing. And we are thinking about the folks who are going to be impacted by this, the family members of those, I guess, both in the plane and then in the neighborhood, wherever what's being reported to be a plane hit. Very shocking. We'll discuss more tomorrow.